Hi and welcome to the Pure Energy Healing Academy this beautiful day. Again, the topics that come up from day to day are amazing, and one client sent me a message yesterday and it was regarding a post that I placed on social media about cutting the cords, and she said, "How do you cut the cords, Mark?" Well, I'm going to try and explain to you from the very beginning when I first started this journey of mine, this spiritual journey, about cutting cords, and one of my first ever clients of trying to do this. When you're on a spiritual path and a journey and you've never really truly understood it, and all of a sudden you become awakened to all these many amazing feelings and synchronicities and things happening, it awakens something within you which is called trust or faith or a belief, a new feeling that you've never had before, that maybe I have something, maybe I can do something, maybe I can make a difference, maybe I have these powers inside me, and you get these feelings and things start happening to you in your life, like you walk past lampposts and the lights go off and on, and electrical things start to, and all of a sudden this happens and that happens, and all of a sudden it's kind of like confirmation all the time that's awakening you to the fact that you are more powerful than what you can imagine. That's the truth. You are more powerful than what you can imagine up here. There is more power in you than you could imagine. You can create power in you that can light up every house on your street. That's what power you have, yet we suppress ourselves by the belief that we don't have that power. But when you awaken or open to this new energy, then it basically starts firing inside you and it becomes more powerful, and more energy starts to create more energy and more energy and more, and things might start moving in the room, and this is your power, this is your energy. So now that you realize that there's something, an awakening in you, you start to then look at everything, question everything, and everything can be a possibility. Not black or white, but possibly shades of millions of beautiful colours. There was a lady, a dear friend of mine, when I first started and I went back to the UK, and I started reading a few cards, and I could see she had a really, really bad issue with a member of her family, and I could see it, and I could see this energy which was attached to both of them. You see, every time you and I have a thought about someone or something, there is a cord that attaches to you both. Okay? So if you think about a friend that you love, instantly a cord attaches to that friend. Why do you think your friend says, "I was thinking about you today," and you said, "I was thinking about you today"? Of course, because this is the lost energy that we used to have, that animals have. It is a connection of psyche. It's this ability to attune to one another. So once you realize that you can create this cord, we're using the word cord, it's only a word, but it's an energy of a telephone line or a mother and daughter, the umbilical cord that always is there. It stays there. It's invisible, but it's always there. That's why a mother's love for a child is 24 hours a day, because it's there. So when you realize that the more you have love in your heart, the more you can attach to people's energy, the more that you can help and love and share and send this cord. So when you realize that, fear is equal to that very energy. Don't think as fear and love as different energies in that sense. See it as one energy. Fear can have a really powerful cord, okay? So, my friend was really upset, and I could see that there was a strong energy of attachment, so they must have been thinking about each other. Well, they will do. If I'm upset because you're saying something awful, I'm thinking about you, therefore my attachment of this fear cord or pain cord or suffering cord attaches to them. And this is why people always fight with one another, and they hold on to this pain and suffering for years because they always think about it, and then it reawakens, relights. So one of the things that I said, was I am going to help you cut the cords of your connection between a family member. That has to be done, or it's going to cause you great illness. And it's true. If you live in fear of somebody always saying awful things about you, it eats away at your physical body. So don't you dare put this video as something as nothing, because if you can master this today, I promise you, you can live in happiness like me now. Illness disappeared. I'm happy every day. Yes, I'm exhausted because I'm working with clients, but I know I feel great because I don't hold on to pain and suffering of what other people think and say. I have mastered that. I have cut the cords of them, and it cannot affect me. And if it does, it's only for a few seconds and then it's gone. Because I believe we have to feel, but then we have to let it go. I think part of the journey is to always feel, but how long you hold on to it is the secret. Let it go. And thus you become more powerful. You become more powerful than anything that tries to affect you and pull you down to that level of suffering. Okay? You're worth it, right? Of course you are. You're worth happiness every day. That's why you've come here. So we started. She sat down in the seat. I stood up and she's there. So her head's here. There's a lovely head. I placed my hand over her head and then I started to cut the cords. I started to cut and cut and cut and cut, and I was seeing these cords and I was cutting them and I continued to cut them. But I believed, and I told her, believe that these cords are being cut. And when I'd finished, she says, I felt something, Mag. I felt something. I feel something. And you know what? The following week, she sent me a message. She says, I don't know why, but I haven't been thinking about her. And something happened that day. Whatever we did, not whatever you did. It's not the healer. The healer can only help you be that power to overcome those cords that you need to cut. Eh? Remember that. A healer's no good if you don't believe, because a healer has to help you believe in this energy, because you are the one to create that power. And I went, wow. So do you know what I did then? I went out and bought a big knife. Not a cutting knife, but like a sword knife. And it wasn't sharp. It was blunt all the way along. But I thought, I'll use this to cut the cords. And I did. I started cutting these cords and people were coming and I was cutting. There was people saying, my life's better. I feel happier. Today, I stand before you as a healer and somebody who's seen many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people who have managed to cut the cords of family members, of people who are just weak, people who just don't know who they are and why they do it, and they've let go of the energy and fear that was attached to both, and thus they lived a happy life. So today, if you want to cut the cords of your family, or somebody that you once loved and it's no longer going to work and you feel the pain and suffering because you still love them, but you want to break free, then take your hand, believe that there is a cord, whether it's in your stomach or on your head, it does not matter, and you cut the cords, but you work on the energy of seeing them and that cord just disappear and float away, and so that you are free from all thought and feeling of that person, but you do it with love. And the secret that I always say to my clients is, put your hands together, send them a prayer and see them happy and well. Thus you become stronger than any painful situation. You become the power, you become your answer, because all you ever wanted is for that person to be happy, so you can get on with your life and be happy. That's it. It's as simple as that. And it is your belief in the cutting of the cords that makes this miracle happen. You have to trust in your power. Like I know that you have power beyond any mind thought. It's here in your heart. So today, I hope this video of cutting the cords sees you well, and remember, it's only a few words cutting the cords. But in truth, it's an energy that is attached to you, which is attached to the other person in whatever that way is. And if you want to make that stronger because you love them more, then keep thinking good thoughts and seeing them well. And if you want to let them go with love because you know it's your time to say goodbye, then cut those cords, but do it with love and not with anger. Never do it with anger because it doesn't work. It's the wrong energy. Do it because you're stronger than any given situation. So from the Pure Energy Healing Academy and from Mark Bajerski YouTube channel, thanks. I love you all and good luck, and I know you can do it because you're amazing. Have a great day.